Recognize the gentleman from New York for 5 minutes, Mr. Tonko.
Well, thank you, Chair Lucas and Ranking Member Lofgren for holding this hearing, and thank you, Deputy Secretary Turk, for your excellent leadership at DOE. I have to say the team at DOE is quite an impressive group of consummate professionals. I'm deeply proud of our work last Congress to enhance U.S. research and innovation through landmark legislation, including the CHIPS and Science Act and the Inflation Reduction Act. Now our focus must be on effectively implementing these investments, certainly not on clawing them back, and working to ensure enduring progress. This includes not only directing federal funding toward cutting-edge research, but also fostering a supportive environment for the next generation of researchers, including through effective mentoring and cultivation of inclusive and healthy workplaces. To this end, I was particularly encouraged by the DOE's introduction of promoting inclusive and equitable research, or the PEER plans, in fiscal year 2023. So, Deputy Secretary Turk, can you discuss how these plans or other DOE initiatives are helping to promote diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility in DOE-funded research?
Well, let me start in thanking you for your leadership. It's been terrific to work with you personally, and I know many folks in the Department of Energy enjoy the conversations and enjoy your leadership. It is a phenomenal department, I have to say. It's been a privilege and an honor to work with such dedicated career folks who made their careers to try to help our fellow American citizens. The issue you mentioned, making sure that we've got inclusive and equitable opportunities for folks to work in our laboratories, to have the kinds of graduate opportunities going forward, is such an important one. It's not only the right thing to do, but if we want to maintain our edge on innovation, our edge on research, our edge on science, we need to take advantage of the full population that we have and make sure that we have opportunities for kids, no matter where they grow up, to have those opportunities to become a professor, to become a PhD, to become an innovator, to become an entrepreneur. And so the kinds of programs that you're mentioning are absolutely critical, and we need to do even more of that.
Thank you. And additionally, how does DOE ensure grantees are held accountable for the elements of their PEER plans?
Well, this goes back, and this is what we're doing on our community benefits plan as well, right? First of all, you have to have transparency in those plans so that folks, not only our own folks, can take a look at them, but we can make those available and have others kick the tires and make sure that we're holding true to our responsibilities that we have going forward. And we need to ask ourselves and those who we give funding for, it's not our money, it's your money, it's the taxpayers' money. We need to make sure that we're getting big bang for buck from all of those efforts. And so it's okay for us to ask tough questions. It's okay for us to hold folks accountable, and that's the kind of culture that we're trying to build. We've got a strong culture of that already, but the Secretary, myself, others of us, trying to instill that kind of culture throughout our department.
Thank you. Another critical aspect of a thriving and trusted federal research enterprise is a robust scientific integrity policy. In January, I was excited to see the release of an updated DOE scientific integrity policy that better aligns with the 2023 National Science and Technology Council framework. I was happy to see that the policy made it clear that political interference to delay or alter scientific findings is indeed unacceptable. However, the process for reporting allegations of such violations is not explicitly outlined. So, can you discuss any efforts to ensure reporting mechanisms are made clear to employees and the general public?
Yeah, so let me just be very clear, and I know, Congressman, you feel this way. The fact that we have the kind of scientific integrity that we have, not only in the Department of Energy, but the culture we have in our country, is one of the big reasons, along with investment, along with focus, along with talent, for us to be the scientific powerhouse that we are. And we need to guard against any and all efforts to erode that kind of integrity. It frankly is what separates us compared to a lot of other countries around the world that don't have that integrity, that want to hear truth to power. And if our scientists come up with answers that I find uncomfortable, we want to and encourage that again and again, both in terms of written policies and those kinds of things, but in the culture that we try to have in our department for folks to speak up and to come forward. And frankly, if there's good science that's being done out there that question our assumptions on certain issues, that's the way we spend taxpayer money efficiently, and we course correct as needed. So it's absolutely integral to everything we do.
Well, I thank you for that. And Secretary, I appreciate your mention of the Weatherization Assistance Program, which plays a vital role in helping low-income Americans reduce energy costs and make their homes healthier and safer. While the program has excelled in traditional improvements like insulation and LED lighting, New advancements like heat pumps and smart thermostats offer additional savings and resilience. So how can the weatherization program expand its reach to incorporate these innovative technologies, ensuring that LMI households benefit from these advances?
Well, it's a phenomenal program. Right now, each household that gets support, and it's not as many households as we need to reach, right? There's a greater demand than we have the resources for it. They save on average $372 per year. And these are the households that $372 per year is a big, big deal. And we need to make sure more households have access to that. We also need to do exactly what you're talking about, is expanding on the core success that we've had, the foundation that we've built, and make sure that we're incorporating other technologies, whether appliances or other ways that we can save more money. Throughout the bill in the IRA, we've got an extraordinary amount of money, $38 billion that we're estimating in savings on electricity bills for American consumers because of the President's leadership, because of the Congress stepping up and providing those tools in the tool belt.
Gentleman's time has
Thank you.
expired.
I yield back.
Chair now recognizes